Years ago, when I worked in corporate America, I kept reading books on time management, and none of them worked. So I went to the Tao Te Ching and started reading that, and it's about yin and yang. And as I read each section, I meditated on it and tried to interpret it through the lens of two kinds of time, clock time and eternal time. And so I'm going to read you 4 of my interpretations tonight. First one is from number 1, and I call it The Uselessness of Managing Time. To focus on managing time is to make time our master. Time is all we have, and yet it is a figment of our imaginations. The more we focus on managing time, the more it fragments, and the less we are able to manage time or ourselves. Time is seamless, yet we speak of it as if it's divided. This instant of time, this now, is all we have, ever had, or ever will have. This now is eternal, and eternity is always present. If we open our eyes fully to the present, the moment expands infinitely. Number 8, I call it following the path of least resistance. It is not necessary to work long hours, nor to struggle to overcome obstacles. The path of least resistance leads to the desired effect. The conscious one follows her inner course, yet is flexible in adapting to any environment. She quietly goes about her task, avoiding resistance by simply changing course, yet moving swiftly when opportunity opens a way. As a dancer on a crowded floor, the conscious one avoids obstacles by dancing towards the empty spaces. While others jostle and crowd, she moves softly and surely across the room. Watch people at a busy airport. Some have waited until the last minute. These can be seen bounding up the escalator, rushing past the ancient ones who have plenty of time. A plane's delay causes consternation as connections and appointments are missed. The conscious one treasures those gifts of idleness, and knowing his life's purpose, sketches a portrait on the back of his ticket. An airplane crash is a terrible thing, people screaming and shrieking at their destiny. The conscious one remains calm as the wind fills his mind with a poem that defines his life and becomes his masterpiece. We are all hurtling towards our deaths. We alone choose whether to shriek in defiance or instead commit to the moment and do our life's work. This is from number 10, and these are the numbers in the Tao Te Ching. And I call it head and heart. A body ignored disrupts concentration with 1,000 physical distractions. Stale air and inactivity dull both the senses and the brain. The conscious one, feeling her project falter, walks away from the work, stretches her body, and breathes fresh air into the idea. A heart betrayed slows the feet and confounds the mind. A heart engaged gives wings to the mind's idea. When mind and body are aligned, the work flows effortlessly. When head and heart disagree, the conscious one chooses her heart's wisdom over her mind's construction. The conscious one embraces the unpredictability that is born when others join the work. He honors their diversity and guides them without guile. To dominate others is to stifle their best efforts. To be concerned with credit is to betray the heart of the project. When work nourishes life, invites diversity, and is conducted with joy and laughter, there is time enough for its completion. And this last one is from number 11, and I call it White Spaces on the Calendar. The busy one points with pride and mock dismay to his cluttered calendar. There is no time to think, to be, to do anything more. The calendar dictates busyness and distracts the busy one from his life's purpose. The conscious one makes appointments sparingly, leaving white spaces on the calendar. It is in the empty spaces that one's life purpose rises into awareness. The void is essential to life. Without the exhale of one's own breath, suffocation follows. The heart rests between beats. The mind needs unfocused time to see the larger vision. Breathe out as deeply as you breathe in. Empty your mind of clutter. Preserve and value the white spaces on your calendar. It is the silence between the chords that transforms noise into music.